Well, how's it going, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. It's coming near the end of the summer now, which is a bit of a shame. But hopefully I've got some news today that will brighten up your lives. No, I suspect it won't, but I'd like to think that I've got some fairly interesting news to come today. Well, some of you find it interesting, some of you I'm sure will be very indifferent to it. But anyway, enough of that preamble. As you can see, I'm playing Call of Duty 4 here. Some of you might have seen this game before, some of you might not have. Depends how new you really are to the Call of Duty series. But COD 4 probably was my favourite COD, and I've been playing it again recently. I flick back to it periodically, move away from the most current game. Modern Warfare 3 was sort of infuriating me a bit, so I thought I'd go back to a game that I know really well. I mean, I have loads of kills in this game, something like 150,000 odd. Nearly 50 days playtime, which is not a stat I'm really proud of, but there we go. So I played it a lot and I know it really well, and so you know, if I'm having a hard time on some of the other games, I'd go back to this and get my confidence back up and hopefully start doing well in the other games subsequently. As you see, I'm casually knocking out my first airstrike of the game here. Get a nice knife on this guy. And yeah, I had a really good game here, really enjoyed it, lots of kills, a few deaths, but you know. Anyway, so I really enjoyed playing COD 4. And this fact combined with the fact that some people in the comments have recently been asking for me to do a Road to Commander, which is something I've considered in the past. But they'd like to see a Road to Commander series. I'm now thinking of doing a Road to Commander on COD 4. Now, if you're not aware of what Road to Commander is, and there's no reason why you necessarily should be, it's a series that was first popularised, let's say, by a Call of Duty commentator called Excalibur. It was quite a while ago when Call of Duty 4 was a new game, or one of the, you know, it was the newest game, let's say. And what it does is, if you're doing a Road to Commander, you record every gameplay that you get from the first level of a Prestige to the last, because when you're at the last level of Prestige, you become a Commander. So the progress or the journey from 1 to 55, in the case of COD 4, is known as a Road to Commander. So I'd really like to do that. It's interesting because, and certainly people find it interesting or enjoyable, and people ask for it, because it abolishes that kind of cherry picking that is undertaken by every commentator in selecting which gameplays to upload. You know, I'll play until I get a good gameplay and then I'll upload it. And it's the same for every commentator. There's no secret about it, and there doesn't need to be, because you know, nobody's hiding it. Nobody's saying that they go like 40 into every game. That's certainly not the reality of the situation. But Road to Commander, because it presents you in lots of different situations, it shows you different game types, sometimes with a good team, sometimes with a bad team, sometimes against a good team, sometimes against a bad team, you know, lots of different variables. You know, your aim might be on one game, might be off the next. All of these things that, you know, that amount of variety that you don't really see in your standard gameplay will be on show. You'll see bad games and you'll see good games. And a lot of commentators are kind of sometimes find themselves embarrassed to put up bad games and stuff. I mean, I don't see a problem with it myself. I'm quite excited to put up a Road to Commander and show you that I can do badly as well as doing well. There's, you know, there's never one without the other, and that goes for everyone really. So that was the plan, to do a COD 4 Road to Commander. Now there are a few problems, minor logistical problems with it. First one is that I'm going back to university on Saturday. Today is Tuesday. This is a game on Showdown I had recently, and I've been trying to get to 55 on this level, so that I can then Prestige and obviously start from the beginning of the Prestige. So I've been trying to grind a bit of COD 4 recently, but I'm on level 44 at the present moment. I need to, as I say, to get to 55, and then I can Prestige and start again and start recording. So I'm probably going to have to play quite a lot today, because I'm going to want to get up to 55 today, and I've got Wednesday, Thursday and Friday to try to get to Prestige, which could be quite difficult. It means, you know, to Prestige in 3 days is, well, it's quite tough. You need to play about 130 games, I think, to get to Prestige. Certainly, Excalibur's his series was about 130 games. I mean, that's a lot of uploading, and it's a lot of space it requires on the computer as well, by the way. So I have to sort that out. It's all going to take quite a lot of preparation. Who knows whether or not I'll get it completed. If not, however, not always lost, because what I'll do is I'll sort of space out the uploads of what I have got between now and the sort of the time I sort of finish university again in December. I'll finish for Christmas break. So I'll play until sort of Saturday, get as many gameplays as I can in this new Prestige, hopefully finish it, but if not, upload what I have between sort of now and December, and then when I go back in December I'll finish off the Prestige, you know, say that's from levels 30 to 55, and upload then. So there'll be a constant stream of content either way, regardless of whether I get finished it in the next few days or not, although the aim is to get it finished. Because I won't have my Xbox at university, so I can concentrate on more important things, unfortunately. So yeah, really, that's the kind of the deal on it. I did think about doing it on Modern Warfare 3, but I mean, when I play this game, I can do better on it consistently. I think it's a better demonstration of my skill. I think it's a better game in general, just more enjoyable to play. And if I'm going to need to play it a lot over a few days, this game's probably going to be easier to do that on than Modern Warfare 3, which can get very, let's say, infuriating. A little bit infuriating sometimes. It's quite capricious, and I don't know. I like some of the guns in the game, which makes it bearable, I guess. But maps I'm not a massive fan of, and I find there are some days when it's really hard to get going. Other days it's much easier, and you can pick up and drop a few Moabs. Because it's so variable, that kind of makes me a bit more reluctant to do a Road to Commander on it. So COD 4 it is. You'll be seeing plenty of this. I have got a few more COD 4 gameplays actually to put up, and maybe I'll try to put up another one later, perhaps, if you guys want to see that. Anyway, I mean, just to finish off, I'll chat a little bit about what I've got here. This gameplay. So I think I end up with around 70 kills in this game. One of the great things about COD 4, incidentally, is that you can put up really big kills without having incredibly overpowered air support. You can have air support and still get a load of gun kills. As you can see, I'm putting up airstrikes and choppers consistently throughout this game, and yet I pick up most of my kills from the gun. The vast majority, I'd say at least 80% of the kills are with the gun, if not more than that. And you don't really get that now. The Call of Duty series has gone in the direction of air support, really. Perhaps you might say that trend was reversed in a small way on Modern Warfare 3 with the specialist bonus. But you still have a lot of kill streaks in there. People love to put up payloads, all this kind of stuff. It's all just become more powerful, and it's become it's too much customization now for me. I mean, I've mentioned this in other videos, and that's the other reason why I'm keen to go back to this game, because it was so simple. This guy gets turned on. It was so simple and very easy to pick up, easy to learn the maps. Also, now they have these terrible sort of things, death streaks and little aids to. They say because there are new players and you need to give the new players a chance and that stuff. Well, a lot of us learned to play the game on Call of Duty 4, and on this game, Call of Duty 4, there were no death streaks, weren't many things to compensate for the new players. I mean, you got all the good guns at early levels, but that just meant that everybody had access to them, which was a good thing, really. You can see I get a noob tube there. That was one thing Call of Duty 4 did have, unfortunately, and although all subsequent games have, of course, had it. I believe I got noob tube 3 times in this game, which is not particularly good. Anyway, it's coming to an end here, so I hope you enjoyed that, and Road to Commander series expected up very shortly. Thanks a lot for listening, everyone.